Doesn't look like anybody's here yet, but we are back on the SMP. And I'll wait around a little bit and get some people to join. Adjust my microphone just a little bit. All right, so now we have a viewer. Welcome, Mushroom. Happy to see you. So we're on the SMP, and it looks like the live stream counter, viewer counter doesn't seem to be working. I'm not totally sure what's going on there. Let me just check this real quick and make sure that's doing what I'm expecting it to do. Greetings, Nether. It is great to see you. Sorry, I'm just messing with my settings one more time. It always feels like I need to make sure it's working. Now, what's interesting, I changed microphones. So I used to be using my headset microphone that I bought, and that was just so bad that I decided I'm just going to go back to my original one, the one that I had beforehand. So I don't know, I think that's going to be good, but I just want to put that out there just in case we have some sort of issue that comes up in terms of audio or things like that. So with that, I think I should be able to get going. Hello, how's it going? Keyrod TF. Little bit confused as to, well, the chat is showing up on the screen. That's pretty good. The live viewer count doesn't seem to be working. So I'm going to, it seems like it's an OBS problem, to be honest. Maybe I won't worry about it for now. Oh, there we go. Now it says 1. It might just be delayed. All right, so looking at the chat, it seems like there's going to be a fight. So maybe I should go and watch that fight before we do anything else. And so to do that, I'm going to get on my horse. So let's go to my tools, pull out my lead. I was thinking today what I wanted to do was do a lot of like construction work and getting my house ready to go. But I wouldn't mind stopping by spawn real quick just to see if anything's going on. Especially since there's going to be a duel, as I'm reading in the chat right now. Oh yeah, and we had another skeleton trap that spawned, and so I've got all these skeleton horses. But I'll deal with those later. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Yeah. Alright, here we go. So you can tell I've got like a bunch of stuff in my inventory, like from skeletons, because I was doing some skeleton farming. And maybe at some point I'll show you that, but I got like a skeleton spawner. And I have constructed the basically the thing that like makes them fall. So it's like an experience farm. But yeah, welcome Dank Pasta Master. Buongiorno. I don't know what that means. Ah, phantoms. My favorite mob. But thankfully this horse should be fast enough that... Really? Okay, I was going to say this horse is fast enough that I don't have to worry about phantoms. But that was obviously a lie. Oh boy. Alright. So anyways, we're on our way back. Good day in Italian. Ah, yes. Good day to you too. Alright, so at least it's coming to be day. I think it's about a 3-minute ride on this horse, and this horse is like 11.5 meters per second or 12, something in that range. So there's definitely like room to go up in terms of how fast this horse is. I just haven't like had the time. There's a lot of stuff I've wanted to do that I've not done yet because I want to do it on stream, and one of those things is having a faster horse. Now it could be that at the end of the day I just go ahead and buy it from somebody, but I think it's pretty fun to to try and do it yourself. And if you saw me in the last video, what I did is I actually have like a horse racing thing out back, and so that's where I can test and see if my horses are actually doing pretty well, how fast they're going, using some simple math. Whoa, okay. Server's being a little bit slow. Hello there, General Kenobi. All right. Probably about 2/3 there. We will be back at spawn pretty quickly. Whoops. Forgot I gotta go around. Yeah, so Dink says he's got a nifty horse, which I may be in the market for buying one in the near future. I will definitely let you know and keep an eye on that. And yeah, hopefully the goal is like by next week, I will start setting up like what the schedule's going to be and like asking everybody and seeing like when a good time is. Right now I'm kind of just doing it sporadically. But yeah, I was actually like pretty sick all of today because I just got my second vaccine shot, and now I'm feeling a little bit better. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's stream for a little bit, just for fun, because it's fun to do, and I think it's fun to like have people watch progress that we make on this server. Oh, and someone here has let a creeper blow up without fixing it, which is my pet peeve. It really annoys me when people do this. Because if you don't know, I built this road. So it's like you spend all this time constructing this road, and then boom, it blows up. And I gotta fix it. Not the end of the world. Hello, Joe the Pro. Nice to see you on stream. Oh, we got 6 viewers, so you guys are starting to filter in a little bit. Okay. Now there is an arena up here that I think Lee built. Oh, it happened again. No. Okay. I'm sorry that I have to do this, but fixing the road is important to me. Because especially when you're like going on this at night, it's like so dangerous that we gotta like have all of the places ready to go that we can. Wrong way. Greetings, Nether Rehoven. Rehoven. That might be Nether Queen, that might not be. So I'm not sure. But I am here to see the 1v1. And what is this thing? I feel like I should tear that down, but I won't for right now. Alright, so it is in fact you, Nether Queen. Wonderful. Okay, so where are we going? I was thinking it was up over here somewhere. So we'll head on over. What is going on? We have some soul soil leading us somewhere. I might have to check that out in a little bit and see if there's actually something special going on. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's this up here. We'll find out in a minute if I'm right or totally off base. Yeah, looks like I'm right. I do not know why I just did that. So I will stop, tie up my horse. Now what this needs like grandstands, you know, like a place where I can like go up and watch. I don't know if that'd be like easy to construct. But as of right now, this is like kind of a low angle. So maybe I will do... my inventory is so full. Maybe I will do a temporary fix and just, you know, make a little place for me to watch. This is not... I promise you this is not indicative of my building skills. At least I sure hope not. But I do think it would be nice to have like a little grandstand type of a thing, so you could like watch it from up here. This is just a prototype, of course. But you know, having something that would work as this would be nice to have. I feel like this is a pretty good view. The problem with it though is that this thing is in the way. So maybe like I should come on this side. Sorry, I will fix that thing because that thing is so ugly. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go over here. 4. But hey, at least it's being put to use by Remy. All right. Put that down there, and I will do one more level. All right. Feels like a pretty good view. So we get the snacks out. I'm going to eat some carrots for this one. And we're going to see how this goes. So it looks like it's going to be Arami versus Nether Queen. Rules are no totems, and everything else goes. And you can't leave the arena. Good to set these things out. But I am ready to go. I'm excited to see how this fight turns out. I do wish I'd move the grandstands a little bit closer. It's a little bit far away. Maybe if I had tighter FOV, I could do that. Oh, that's... Okay, I would never want to do this in real life. But, ooh, maybe he's got the right idea. Go up there. I don't know. I'll stay up here for now. I think I can see just fine. All right, we got 12 viewers. Thank you, everybody. For those of you who are just joining us, we're about to watch a fight between Arami and Nether Queen. We've got this little arena that's been built. I think Lee built this. It's kind of like got some parkour stuff, so I think it should be pretty interesting. All right. Welcome, Dank. I'm looking forward to this. And the lag is definitely making this a little bit less than an ideal viewing situation. I do think I should have moved this a little bit closer. I will try and do commentary in real time. Emery's got the axe. He turns around, throws the splash potion at Nether Queen. Nether Queen is eating food, eating something. Oh, and Nether Queen is dead. Next time, eat a salad has been used to slay Nether Queen by Arami. And that is it. I wonder if that was worth the 60 diamond pay-per-view. Yeah, and Nether was lagging out. But, well, that was our first fight. You know, I was thinking it'd be kind of fun if we had, like a tournament set up. So we get, like, 16 people to fight, you know, kind of like a Smash tournament. And you do 1v1, 1v1 all the way up until you get to, like, the top. So it's sort of like you would like crown like a PvP champion or something like that. I think doing something like that would be really fun. But yeah, I think as I said earlier, one thing that this could be improved is having like a good spot to put the stand so people could watch. And this right here is not good. I would probably want to move this up. So maybe I'm going to do that real quick. Like what if I put it like right here maybe? That might be better. My inventory is totally full of stuff. Yes, well, if the rematch ever occurs, we will see if Nether Queen does in fact decide to eat a salad, as so kindly suggested by the murder weapon. I mean, that's really what I should be doing, right? Is making weapons that give you like helpful life advice, like, you know, how to like get a good mortgage or something like that. Yeah, I think this grandstand is in a better spot. Now, I don't want to break this while you guys are on it, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Minecarts on the viewing thing. You mean like, so you got like a minecart that's going in circles? That would be kind of interesting. In fact, I think while we're here, let's just sort of think, maybe think if there's anything we could do to make this grandstand a little bit nicer. I think this height's pretty good, though. Like, I can sort of get a good sense of like, what's going on. Let's just put a little bit over here. This sort of goes around, maybe. got some spicy things going in chat. Let's see what this says. This is another sign by Remy was taken. We have so many signs everywhere. Let's light this up and make sure we don't get any surprises here. All right. A sunset duel would be pretty nice. Now, I can't fight. I am notoriously bad at PvP, and anybody who's like played with me on Hypixel will definitely know that. So, although I know some of you are thinking about trying to fight me, that is probably not in my best interests. And the thing is, like, I just don't know the metagame. Because to me, I think Minecraft has always been more of an exploration type thing. And yeah, that's another thing to point out, right? The retro skull. Now, we did have a skull show up last stream because of the brutal murder by a certain somebody. So that skull's out there somewhere. I suspect Thief still has it, but I don't know for sure. I haven't like actively searched for it. But yeah, that's the problem is if I were to PvP, basically what it would do is be a free skull for whoever chose to PvP me. So that's not something that I would be super interested in doing. But yeah, it's kind of a nice little arena here. And yeah, the thing is, the skull market, I think like the minimum skull right now has got to be Tim's skull, because everywhere you look, there's a Tim skull. And I do not want retro skulls to be like that. I want there to be some sort of value to it. Yeah, Tim skulls have, you gotta be kidding me. Negative currency, negative value. I need a bed. I am going to go hop in a bed. I apologize to whoever's house I'm about to go in. That's one thing we should do, is have like a bed here. So when you die, you can just respawn right there. I think that would definitely make some sense. I need to go in a house that I know I have permission to go into. I don't know if the May Cafe has a bed, and even if it does, I'm not super sure that I would want to sleep in the May Cafe. But I need to get this insomnia out. Whatever. I'll just work my way back to the spawn. Ooh, I haven't seen this building yet. What is this? Remy's Random Stuff Shop. I will look at that momentarily once I get these terrifying beasts away from me. Okay. Now, hopefully that'll stop the insomnia. I'm not sure if it takes effect that quickly. But, yeah, I kind of didn't think about that. We got a bunch of parrots over here. And apparently, Green Parrot has been murdered. Definitely a server of, like, untimed deaths. I am pretty sure that all you have to do is be in the bed. I could be wrong, but as far as I understand, all you have to do is right-click on it, and once you do that, it counts. But I definitely could be wrong about that. But it doesn't seem as though more are spawning. Sell stand right now for 3 stacks. We'll sell fortune. Can y'all please tell me what to sell? Yeah, so maybe there's not much here. 1 diamond for 3 stacks. Yeah, and that's about it. Okay, I do need to go back over there because my horse is over there. I do not want to lose my horse. Definitely not. Now, I know everybody who's watching this almost certainly is from the Discord. Pretty soon, I will be like advertising this on YouTube too to like get more viewers because I think they would be interested. That was very bad, but yeah. For now, it's sort of like, well, I just want to get a couple streams in with the Discord viewers just to get myself used to it a little bit more before I start to ramp up a little bit. And that's one of the really great things about having Discord is I can do that type of stuff. And, you know, It's less pressure. Oh, there goes the creeper. You know, I've tried so hard to make sure spawn and everywhere else is lit up. And it's almost like no matter what you do, you always need more torches. And I think that seems to be a fact of life in Minecraft. Yeah, and Remy, you're totally right. It's like there's just always some place that they can spawn, because all you need is one little patch, and then they're just going to be all in that area. So I am going to just do a couple of lights. It does seem as though sleeping worked, as I'm not seeing any new phantoms spawning. Like, they've been much less aggressive towards me, so that is good news. But yeah, I'll just put a little bit around here and make sure. Yeah, so I don't know if there's going to be a rematch or not. If so, I want to stick around for that, and if not, I might head back to my house and start working on the construction project I was going to do. Another option would be to just like try and make this whole area a little bit nicer. This is a pretty nice thing. I like having these lanterns here. I think that works pretty well. I mean, we could even have it where it's like an arena where it goes all the way around, or it could just be sort of like grandstands as it is now. Now, there is a sign up there, but even so, I want to move this upward. So there's like a level 2 distance between this flat area and the top. Oh, it looks like that's right. And maybe make this a little bit more central. So yeah, I mean, pretty basic. Nothing too interesting there. I would like to see another match if that one shows up, because these grandstands are rapidly improving. But yeah, I think it's a better viewing angle. Yeah, alright, so rematch is going to happen. Anyone got 3 lapis? I unfortunately do not, as full as my inventory is. I feel kind of like an outsider here because I don't have netherite armor. It seems like everyone on this server has netherite except for me. But that's okay. I've sort of been playing the game a little bit slowly because I don't really want to burn out too quickly. So I have... Well, that is netherite armor, right? I think. Well, I'm pretty sure your chest plate's netherite. Maybe not. But yeah, it's not full netherite, that's true. Which I guess I could upgrade because I do have some in this stack. What I really need to do is start enchanting this and figuring out what I want to do exactly for my armor. Because the thing with netherite is like you can spend it on your armor, but it's like it's also a currency. People sell stuff for netherite. So it's like there's kind of a reason to not use it on your weapons unless you really need the extra bit of toughness and protection. So I haven't totally decided where I've landed there in terms of how much I'm going to use, netherite armor. But yeah, I am ready for this next match whenever it comes. And see, there's a zombie out there. So right, it's like no matter what you do, there's always more. Prop 4 chainmail. Now, I would like to get some like chainmail set up, because I think chainmail is so cool. Like, it's not that good, but it's just, it looks cool, doesn't it? And it's kind of hard to get because you can't craft it. I mean, not super hard to get, but I'm slowly working up like a set of it from my skeleton spawner. So as they die with chainmail, I am adding that to a collection. So the goal is eventually to have like a full set of chainmail that I can put on just as like a new outfit, not for its protective qualities necessarily. Oh man, the phantoms. Thankfully they're about to start burning. Yeah, so I'll stick around until this next fight happens, and then probably going to head back to my base. See, what we got to do is we got to set this up and like make it tall. So it's like there's like an entrance gate. And then what you do is you pay like a diamond or like 32 iron or something to get into the fight. So there's like an entrance fee. And then all of that goes to a pool. And so whoever wins the fight gets like a certain percentage of the pool. Like, you know, like in a tournament. So there's always some sort of like reason to win. You buy in a little bit, and then if you win the tournament, then you get a bunch of cash. Be pretty cool. And Remy does have lapis in his inventory. And there is a stone shovel. Whoops, almost fell off the back. That is a liability. Do not want to be sued for that. You're probably going to be having new... No, I'm not going to fight you. I'm so bad at it. I don't have any potions. I don't even have a brewing stand. I'm that far behind everybody else. So, I am by no means equipped to fight. I think the diamond axe is kind of what I've got right now. These bows are all from my skeleton spawner. But yeah, the risk is too great for me right now. I would have to do some testing. And Roguefire4Z is now following with my favorite emoji, my favorite animation on the server. Well, welcome. Thank you for coming, Roguefire4Z. Yeah, so is Ermi still here? Ermi's not still here. So is he actually going to fight? Or is he... Yeah, I'm not totally sure what's going on. Who's up next? Yeah, and so someone says the rematch is not going to happen soon. Original Manlaw. Oh, I just pushed you off. I'm so sorry. So, yeah, if there's not going to be a fight, I'm probably going to head back. But I am definitely seeing the potential of this area, right? And I think there could even be more than one arena. So this is sort of like the small scale one, but we could even like make a bigger one for more than just 1v1. Like, I'm thinking there's a lot of potential here in terms of like what we could do if we wanted to have competitive PvP within like the realms of the server. So that could be really fun. But it is looking like the next fight is not going to happen. But yeah, like a giant coliseum. Like, that's sort of what I'm thinking. Like, this is nice, but it's also like, I think we could like think bigger and have like a much like larger construction project to do something like this. I don't know. I just think that would be really fun for the people who do like to PvP, of which I am not one of them, but I do enjoy watching it. All right, so I'm probably going to go pick up my horse and head on back to my house, unless there's anything here that I need to do. I guess I could go shopping. Maybe I should go shopping. Where'd my horse go? Oh, is that my horse? I still need to name it. I don't know what to name my horse. So if anybody has any good ideas, please tell me, because I do have some name tags. But it's like, what do you name a horse? Like something like this. I have no idea what to call it. Brutus. Okay, Brutus is a pretty good name. Clancy. All Right Thief. I'm not sure All Right Thief would be the best name for a horse. I do sort of like Brutus. So he's like pretty fast. I mean, he's not really fast. Might as well get some Mindys. Yeah, Nora, the thing is, your shop is so good that it totally breaks the mending market. Like, let's go take a look at it. Because, like, people are selling 1 diamond for 1 mending, which is, like, a pretty good deal, right? I mean, I think that's, like, a fair price. But then we go over and we see this one. So I'll put this, where am I going to put him? Over here. So we walk into this door, and it's kind of like, okay, what is this door? What do I do with this? We walk in, 1 diamond for 9 mending books. That is, like, so good. 1 for 9? I mean, it's, like, so good I almost want to buy another one. Where's that ATM? There's an ATM somewhere around here. So there's not much in my ender chest at all. I just built my first one, or rather purchased my first one. So, but yeah, like 1 for 9, so I need to clear 9 inventory slots. So I'll put those in for now. Put my pufferfish in. We walk over here. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's just so good. That's so good. I don't know how anybody else can sell mending when there's a shop that sells 1 diamond for 9 of them. Well, so that's what I did, actually. That I bought the ender chest because I have, like, haven't been to the nether. I have no way to get blaze rods without buying them. I just want to see if there's anything in here I want to buy. So see 1 diamond per, like, that's too expensive. Oops. Thief, I will pretend that I do not see what's on your head right now. Knowing, you know full well that that came from an illicit activity. Kind of interesting to just have these and so you could sort of pick what you want. But yeah, I don't really have any reason to purchase armor because I've got my armor and I have the diamond capital. Just looking around to see if there's anything else that I might want. Okay, that's empty. Oops. 2 diamonds per tag. I do think I have tabs. 1 diamond for 2. Now, that's probably pretty good. I do want to get some fire resistance in case I go to the nether pretty soon. There's also another shop over here. So that was 1 diamond for 2 fire resistance. This one is 1 diamond per 2 strength potions, or 1 diamond each. Does that mean 1 diamond for each of these? Fire resistance. 1 diamond. Oh, 1 diamond per 2 fire resistance, and 1 diamond each for strength. Now I think that makes sense. So this is the same price as the other one. So I will buy 1 from each of you. And Roland has what potion store? Let's see. I do kind of remember that now. Is it this one? Potions and stuff. So this claims it's cheaper than anywhere else. So fire resistance. Oh, that is cheaper. Yeah. I should go return this. Put that back. Take my diamond back. 1 diamond for 3 fire resistance. Yeah. Whoever told me to check that, thank you. That is definitely a better deal. I was talking a little bit about this last time. It's sort of interesting to me about like how the market starts to stabilize. No refunds. Well, yeah. Although this shop did not say no refunds, but if there was a no refund policy, I apologize for that. Yeah, have I seen this before? I have not seen this one before. Every time I come to spawn, there's something new. All right, don't trade with me. Yeah, I think having a no refund sign would be nice because, like, I just did a refund when I saw that it was sold better somewhere else. Well, the problem is anything I do is now, like, available for everybody to see online. So if I do something wrong, then there's no way I'm gonna get away with it. Is this like supposed to be something? I'm not sure what the purpose of this is. I mean, it kind of looks like a mannequin. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. It could be like a helmet on somebody. Neonic. I play with F3 on sometimes. Sometimes I do. But really, it's like, it's so cluttered that I only do it when I need it. So I wouldn't have it on all the time. And I think, like, the most important thing is, like, your location. But it's like if I need the location, I can just hit it and see. So it's almost like there's no reason for me to just always have it. Yeah, okay. one's the one that got moved to Mushmart. Blaze rods. I think I've got everything I need here. What is that? Oh, yeah. I did purchase this, so I've already bought an ender chest from that store. But yeah, looking around, I think that's kind of what I needed. So the big thing I wanted to do, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get it totally done on this stream, is I would like to get some serious work on my house. Farmed using a netherite hoe. Oh yes, this here has been taken by many people, as the logs show, and I am not going to be one to maintain the trend. All right, so we'll pull this up. The forbidden carrot. It's just so tempting, right? For some reason, people can't help it but just break it. I'm not sure what it is about it. So, I've thought about what I could do. So as mentioned, I think I'd like to get my house done. But I've also thought it'd be fun to just, like, go exploring. Like, just, I don't know, go somewhere off the path and just build something. I feel like there's a lot of things I could do. I think one of my favorite parts of Minecraft is just, like, the world and seeing what's out there and what's hidden, because it's like, you know, you look out in the distance and then I get totally called out. All right, the temptation is starting to overwhelm me. You know, I was going to punch the carrot, but I don't think I can do that without getting in the way of whatever's going on here. Not too sure about that one. Yeah, there's a lot of things I need to do. I don't even have, like, villager set up. I don't even have, like... Haven't been to the nether. I mean, I went briefly, but I don't have my nether portal set up. I had to tear it down to make space. And I would like to make a shop, actually. Maybe that's what I should do, is make a shop first. Like, I don't know what I would sell, but, like, having a place to sell things, if I wanted to, is, like, appealing to me. So maybe I'm going to go up here and make something. Now, I could make it, let's see, along Merchant's Row, so that's this right here. But this seems to be pretty full. Yeah, see, that's what I should do. I should sell things that are, like, unique to me, like my poetry collections for all the poems that I write. Yeah, a bookstore. That's a good idea, actually, Nola. I like that. I think that's what I'm going to do, is something like that. Like a cozy little place. Or if you want, you can buy a signed copy by me. A signed copy of something. There already is a bookstore. Where is the bookstore? I'd like to see it. Sell unreleased deep dive scripts. Yeah, I feel like I could, like, do, like, some fun little Easter eggs, like some fun stuff that might be of interest to some people. So I'm kind of thinking doing it up here a little bit. I could always move down a little ways and give myself some more space, and maybe I'm going to do that. Let me just hop on my horse real quick and take a look, do a quick land survey. So this road right here I built recently because there used to be just one road coming from spawn, and I'm like, that was just too cramped. So I wanted to have a second way to get out, and then I ended up moving the spawn anyways. Still waiting for the sheep eating grass deep dive, the only mob that needs to eat. Yeah, that is interesting. Why are sheep the only one that need to eat to, like, regrow? That is a good question. Well, Lee, although you can't play, I'm happy that you're here. Now, here's the interesting thing, though, is sheep need to eat, but you know who else needs to eat? The player. And hold up. The ancient builders also need to eat, right? Because we can find, like, stuff in loot chests. Now when you're undead, when you're a zombie, you don't need to eat because you're dead. So I think there's, like, some really, like, some deep stuff here that we're missing, right? We sort of take, like, eating for granted. It's like, oh, we got to eat, right? I mean, everyone's got to eat. But that's not true. Not everyone has to eat. That's totally false. Only some things have to eat. So I think what we're forced to do is really consider, like, what does eating tell you about a mob? Like, is there something special? Because only certain mobs can eat. And the more I think about it, the more I think that there may be like some really interesting things here. Is it like a measure of how closely related they are to the ancient builders? Or is it something even deeper than that? Do things that can eat all have some sort of capability that things that can't eat don't have? Is it a measure of intelligence? I'm just saying, if you think hard enough, you can figure out lore to just about any game mechanic. Now, whether you should do that, whoops, is another question. I always forget my horse can jump. Okay, I just went on this most pointless rant, and what I was going to do is find a place to build my bookstore. Now, I kind of like over here because there's space, but the problem is the property value over here is not so good because of something. So I might want to go a little bit farther away. Creeper over there. There's always more mobs. I'm kind of liking this road over here. We can get like a nice little view of the ugly swamp. Maybe like up here. This could be a good spot, maybe. I like build it on this hill. Unfortunately, I don't have my grass blocks with me. Or my shovel. That is a little bit frustrating, because I did not expect to be building something right now. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head out. No, Joe, your store's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't take any store down. That's not what I'm saying. The store is not the problem with that location. I'll just say that. Horse armor, Lee. That's an interesting thing I forget about. Okay, so I'm going to head back to my base and restock, and then I'm going to head back over here and build some stuff. So maybe we'll put off building the house a little bit longer. The grease statue. Another thing that I have not done, and this sort of comes with not going to the nether, is I have not connected my base to the nether highway. So right now, really the only viable way to get there is to go on horse or go on foot. Which, like, okay, you might say, oh, please don't blow up. Okay, good. Oh, that's super archaic to go on the horse. But I kind of disagree. I think it's like the scenic route. If you do this enough, you can, like, really, you know, you start to enjoy the area. You start to enjoy the journey. But that is definitely true. If I did want to, I could use a portal. And I'm pretty sure that Maple has a portal too. So it's not like I'm far from the nether network. I'm just not directly on it. Alright, so we go by Azure Lake. And my horse is taking some damage. Or yeah, that's true. When the chunks don't load, you just enjoy the void. Because the void, it calls to you. And although we don't often like to admit it, when we stare out into the void, we know that the void is trying to tell us something. Come to the void, it says. Come join me. You know you want to. And yet we always fight it. We say, no, I don't want to go to the void. But sometimes on this server, when it lags out a little bit, the void just forces itself in your face and says, hey, deal with it. You're going to be looking at the void for a little bit. I have no idea what the last 2 minutes were. Sometimes you just take a thought and go with it. There's a sheep over there. Yeah, sacrifice your player heads to the void. Is there anything I want to do in here? Okay, I totally screwed my horse right there by having him take the shot. I just wanted to see if there's anything I wanted to restock. I can't stop the phantoms. Okay, I've kind of decided this is what I'm going to do, is I have to stay in here and wait the night out. Now, Yora, the void fog. I am a little bit conflicted on the Void Fog. Aesthetically, it's so cool. And I think it makes a lot of conceptual sense that as you start to get down close to bedrock, it starts to become like foggy and dusty and like hard to see. But also like from a gameplay perspective, it's just so annoying. Yeah, Thief is right on the money. It's like when you're down that low, it's just obnoxious to do anything. So I think honestly, like what I would do is I'd end up turning it off. So, and I don't know if it's like, maybe I'm not saying it would never work. It's just like the implementation is not anywhere close to what I actually liked. So, but yeah, that's kind of an old thing. They haven't had Void Fog for a while. Another creeper. Maybe on my way back I'll try and fix these. Alright, so we're getting pretty close to my house. We are probably about a minute away. I think. Yeah, creepers. Can't remember if I was talking about this last time, but one thing that I think is really interesting about creepers is even now they're dangerous. Oh, I know what I was thinking about doing. I was thinking about making a diagonal road here, so I wouldn't have to turn 90 degrees, and see if there's like a way that I could make like a bit of a shorter, you know, the shortest path between 2 points is a straight line. So a shorter way for me to get to spawn from my house. And yeah, I mean, I know that the answer is Nether portal. Yeah, like a coastal path, something like that. I don't know, and maybe I'm just old school, but there's something about like the overworld journey that I really appreciate. I really like just seeing the areas and getting to know like a place, getting to know the surrounding location. I really like that. And we're heading up to my house, which is still totally incomplete. Got a lot of work to do here, but that's okay. Most of which is like, how do I even get in there? Well, I have to take this awkward path all the way around the side. And you will see my totally inadequate storage situation here. Now, I would say that I think Void Fog would work pretty well, probably with the Caves and Cliffs update, as the lower levels are much, much lower. But yeah, I need to clear the stuff out of here. Take all these mending books. Let's just do some quick inventory management. Put these in here. See, I just got so many mending books. So what I really need to do is just decide this is going to be my armor. This is what I'm going to use. And get those all set up with mending, because mending is just super cheap. Put that in there. So then, mob drops. Put all these in here. I got all these bones that I don't need. Let's just disenchant them real quick. Bows, excuse me, not bones. Now, since this is a wooden house, I do not have a trash can, although that is something that I would want to get in the future. Okay, so golden boots. That's going to go in armor. Yeah, so as original Manlaw says, enchant your armor and put mending. So that's what I want to do, is set up what my armor is going to be, and then mending is like free because I got all these books. And Joe the Pro says that listening to me is very calming. And I actually get that a lot. I think people like to have my videos on while they're doing other stuff. So I'm very happy that I could be calming for you. Now, this is not quite ASMR yet. What I should do is do that thing where people can play sound effects. Maybe I shouldn't do that. That would be so chaotic. But that could be interesting to like spice things up a little bit. See, there's my netherite pickaxe. So this is the one thing that I do where I have the mending on. So efficiency 4, fortune 3, unbreaking 3. And like with that, it's like, what else can you do? Fairly monotonous, soft tone. I think that's probably what it is sort of the frequency range of my voice is not really high and not super low. It's kind of got its own thing right there. And for whatever reason, people seem to find that calming. And there are 2 chats for retro ASMR. And I will not totally rule out retro ASMR. You will give your entire netherite set for retro ASMR. Your GF likes my voice. Well, you please tell her that I appreciate it. Compliments like these mean a lot. No, I am not going to steal your girl, Dank. I promise you that. Okay. So obviously I like spruce. I have a bunch of spruce because I was going to work on my house. But since I want to build the bookstore, I think that's what I should be doing instead, is using it on that. And I definitely won't use all of it. That's a lot. Okay, books. That is one thing I do need to make sure I have. And all of my farms were blown up by a creeper because my house used to not be lit up. Like, seriously, look around. Look at this house, and it's just so bad. It's so bad. It needs serious work. And we'll get to that at some point. Don't worry. But I am actually in the mood to make that bookstore. I'm excited about doing that. She's clueless about Minecraft, but she says you have a nice voice. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, Danks GF. Okay, what else am I going to need? I'm always going to forget something. I need at least enough coal to be able to make torches. Laptop gang. I am on my desktop PC, unfortunately. I do have a laptop that could maybe stream, but it's not really a gaming laptop. But my PC is just certainly so much better for this. I mean, it can't hurt to have 64 iron. There's all sorts of stuff we can use iron for. But books, that's what I want to do, is make some books. And to do that, I need, what do I need? Hello, Tobin. Welcome. The coolest person has just arrived. Okay, so that's going to be under mob drops. 3 leather, that's all I've got. That's not very good. And where would that be? Organics, probably? 4 sugarcane. There we go. The other thing is I do want item frames. So yeah, it's obvious that I'm going to need like a cow setup going. Unless, hint hint, somebody wants to sell leather in a shop. Because I would definitely buy leather if you've got a cow farm going up. But I need to remind you that cow farms must be limited in size. And although cows, I think in terms of things to farm, cows are the least laggy. Because they're not doing anything. Yes, Tobin, welcome. Hogland Farm is more efficient. Yeah, that's true. I just haven't been to the Nether. I'm like so far behind, but yeah, that's probably the way to go. I am going to bring some sugarcane too, so I can farm it on location. In fact, maybe that's what I should be doing, is trying to like do some of this stuff at the bookstore, so I don't have to like keep coming back to my house to restock it. So put some cows in the back. I should actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get some wheat so I can bring some cows over. Although there may not be any cows anywhere for a huge radius. That could totally be possible. In that case, I'll just buy a couple from Mod Mountain. All right. So I need organics, and that should be good. Probably more than good. Make sure I got everything, a bunch of wood, coal, some lighting. Should hopefully be good. All right. Oops. Let's go. Now, another thing I could do is build like a minecart rail. And that might make more sense in the nether. When I do single player worlds, that's oftentimes what I do is I like have a huge nether network and then I build minecarts. So basically you just sit in the minecart and you click on where you want to go and it takes you there. And I've thought about, is there any way to like have the minecart where you design where it's going to go? Elbow Grease 2021 is now following. Thank you so much, Elbow Grease. So as I was saying, I wonder if there's a way to like put information in the minecart so that you leave the minecart and this is not making sense. Basically what I want to do is like have like, I want the minecart to go in a certain place. I want to go to like location A, and I want a way to like have the minecart have information stored in it so that when it like reaches these junction points, it decides to like the junction point, interpret the information in the minecart and send it in that correct direction. But I just don't know how to do that. You could do it with like chests and like you see how full it is or it's dumping items. Like there might be some way to do it. Use an item filter to take out a piece of paper that is named and decide to send it one way. Yeah, so I'll have to look into that because I feel like that'd be like a pretty fun engineering challenge to like try and design something like that. There's another question. Is the next video going to be the fourth iceberg? Yes, it is. Now, these iceberg videos, they take a long time to make, and I forgot about that until I started this one. And I'm also going to be out of town this next weekend, but I am definitely going to get that one done for next week. So that one's fun. I mean, the iceberg stuff is fun, and like I know people on the Discord have been doing icebergs too. I think Valentino was doing one, so they just sent me a message. And I'll probably be in contact with them. Hi, Jerry. It is wonderful to have you on the stream. Happy to see you here. Jerry, they from Discord. Welcome. We need to build the iceberg in the SMP, and yes, that is something I also wanted to do. Part of me was like, well, just for the meme, what I should do is make an iceberg base. But that's kind of like impractical and like a pain to deal with. But I would like to have an iceberg. An iceberg somewhere, you know, where you can go. And we do have an iceberg. I believe there's like Frozen Ocean. Yeah, it's pretty far south if I remember right. Z- is south, I'm pretty sure. It does exist. I have seen it. I'm just not totally sure where it is, but it looks like a thief is on top of it. Okay, to the north. Okay, so maybe it's ice spikes that are south. Maybe not ice spikes. There's some ice biome that's southern. But pretty far south, like close to the border. But yeah, with like an iceberg, it would definitely be nicer to find one. But it's also the type of thing we could make ourselves if we needed to. But yeah, I am definitely on board with that idea. Whoa. What is going on here? What is this? Valkyrie. Oops, sorry, I didn't want to ride that. I wanted to see what the armor is. Alright, I learned something new. I did not know you could dye horse armor. I do not want that creeper to blow it up, so we need to get out of here. But whoever's horse that is, I'm sorry for writing it, but I had to see what that armor was, because I know, I did, yeah. I took, like, for those of you who don't know, I took, like, a 2 or 3 year break from Minecraft a couple years ago. And so, like, a lot of stuff that's changed, it's like missing knowledge. I just don't know about it because I haven't seen it. I wasn't there when it was added. So I'm sort of slowly, like, making sure that I learn how to do everything that you need to know. But, yeah, there's just, like, all these random things that I just don't know, which has been kind of weird. So I was thinking maybe putting it here, or maybe over here would be better. I want to have, like, a little bit of space on the back so I can, like, put my cows. This might be a good spot. Oh, I forgot my shovel. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, I don't have my silk tuck shovel then. Hello, I'm sorry, every time I mispronounce your name. Hello, I'm so sorry about that. Did you know that giant phantoms should be added in survival? I actually think that doesn't make a lot of sense. I know you can spawn them to be however big you want. I mean, like, okay, maybe very rarely a big one shows up. But phantoms as they are, like, I just don't know if there's any reason to add a big one. Leah says she just started playing Minecraft again after going 4 years playing something else. Yeah, so it's like you come back to the game, and it's totally different. Hi, Technic Calm. Nice to see you here. Which was so cool. It was so cool to come back and realize that there's all this stuff that I'd never seen before. And that's one of the reasons I don't play the snapshots, is because I don't want to have that ruined for me. Now, obviously, it's like, you're going to see stuff about the snapshots, especially on the a Discord server that's like mostly about Minecraft. But I don't intentionally play the snapshots because I want to get like as much new stuff all at once. Because to me, that's the most fun. Which I'm not saying that's the only way you have to do it. But I thought the giant phantoms could have been some of the fossils in the past. The fossils are weird. I don't know what to do with the fossils. I think I'm going to build my store here. You know what I don't have is a bed. I need to get in this bed over here. I am, you know, you always forget something. Always forget something. I just started Minecraft after the 1.13 update. Yeah, so I've also sort of wondered, like, if you're a person who's started the game later, like, what it's like. Because for me, it's like I've been playing the game forever, so it's like I see the game as a development from the original. So it's like, whether I know that I'm doing it or not, I'm always sort of comparing the game to what it used to be. Okay, I just need to stop somewhere, and then I'll deal with the mobs that are everywhere. I'm going to put my horse here for now. But sort of as I was saying, it's like the game now is totally different. Totally different than what it was back in beta. But at the same time, it's not different, right? The basic idea of the game is still the same. It's still about like building, and all the stuff you could do back then, you can do now. So that it's like interesting to me because it's like you could update the game to new versions and not use any of that stuff, and for the most part, your experience would still be fine. So that's one thing I think they've done really well, is they don't tend to not remove features. They just add new stuff that you can do if you want to do. But if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. And I think that's a pretty good philosophy, and I think that's why the game continues to remain successful. The biggest thing, and I think the most controversial thing that's happened, is the change of the combat. Yeah, that helmet's going to break. No doubt. Oh, well. So when they change the combat, that totally changes. That totally changed the game, right? That's like a fundamental change. And I think that was the biggest thing that they did, where it's like, okay, now you can't play the game how you used to. And I'm going to say that I think phantoms are the same way too, where they add phantoms and suddenly it's like you have to play the game a certain way. You have to sleep. You can't just like not sleep. And to me, that was very frustrating. Now, I will say when they added food for the first time, I kind of felt the same way, and I slowly warmed up to food. But when they first added food, I was like, man, why do we have to do this? Why do we have to like have this hunger bar that we have to deal with? It was like, it really rubbed me the wrong way. But as time went on, I eventually started to understand it and say, okay, actually, this food system works pretty well. But the phantoms, yeah, I mean, I'm totally beating a dead horse here, but one of the reasons I really don't like him is because it feels like you have to sleep. It's a fundamental change to what you're supposed to do in the game. It's true you do have to sleep IRL. I got to deal with this guy first. 1 second. I got to focus. Maybe I should just go head on. Let's see what we got. What shovel is this? Efficiency 3. Well, I did get my shovel, and if I wanted to, I can make my anvil. So I need 3 blocks of iron. 1, 2, 3. And I need to make some chests too. There's a lot that I need to do. And that's going to be there. It's always nice to carry iron around, I think. Boom. The shovel problem just solved itself. All right, so let's read this. Comment food systems were needed. Yeah. The phantoms are just punishment for playing the game wrong. And that is how I interpret it. I think the phantoms really feel like they're aggressive for not playing the game in an exact way. Which I'm not saying phantoms are inherently bad. To me, they rub me the wrong way. Not a lot of things in Minecraft feel like you have to play the game a certain way. So, okay, I gotta look. My helmet and boots require immediate assistance. That is true. I might deal with those in a minute. Why isn't axe and hotbar 1 and pickaxe and hotbar 2? Get out of here. I don't know. I haven't set my hotbar. That's why. It's also kind of weird, like, making videos because, like, I have to, like, constantly swap out what's my survival inventory and what's the one that I'm using on my creative world. But yeah, let's put that over there. If it was maybe one phantom a night, it would be better, but they're obnoxious because they swoop. Yeah, I think the big thing is they just startle me. They just come out of nowhere. Which, like, okay, that's, again, not an inherently bad thing. It's not inherently bad that they startle you. No, it's true. You can definitely avoid them, as Nior is talking about. But it just rubbed me the wrong way. That's all. Okay. Yeah, so the creepers definitely do startle you. I really do like that, actually. And it's kind of weird. So it's like, why do I like the creeper startling you and not like the phantom startling you? I don't know. Another thing that I wasn't happy when they added was, like, mobs in the water, like the drowned. Because the water used to be a safe space. I think you just gotta be... It's always a balance between, like, enjoying things. Like, you have to think, am I thinking about this because I know what the game is and it's different, so I don't like it? Or is it like an actual criticism of the game? And I think that's something that you have to be thinking about if you've been playing for a long time like me. Because not every change is a bad change. Like, I think the piglin change, I loved that change. I think that was much needed because the zombie pigmen were just there. It was just like, there's no point to them at all. I think the Nether update in general was extremely good. I think they did a very good job with that. So I want to, like, mention that because try not to interpret what I'm saying as all updates are bad because that's certainly not true. And I think in general, Microsoft has done a pretty good job. I think people were a little bit nervous, like when Microsoft bought it, it's like, oh, what are they going to do? Are they going to totally change it? And I think their development resources, I really get the sense that they understand what the Minecraft community is, and they understand, like, what the community wants, and they listen to us. And so I think, in general, Microsoft has done a tremendous job with that. And a big part of that is, like, people were worried, like, oh, Microsoft buys it, now it's going to have to be Bedrock. They're not going to support Java. But they've continued to keep Java. Yeah, and once again, Thief is right on the money. They're not touching Java. They're not changing the feel of Java. Which, for someone like me, it's like, Bedrock, sure, go for it. But, like, you know, Java still feels pretty close to how it felt 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I mean, maybe not 10 years ago, but, like, 8 years ago. Java still has the same, like, UI, the same sort of idea to it. I don't know. Yeah, Tobin, I am building a bookstore right now. That is the plan. And I don't exactly know what books I'm going to sell. But I just sort of had the idea. I'm like, yeah, bookstore seems like a pretty fun thing to do. But unfortunately, I do not have my netherite shovel. So we're going to have to do some manual clearing with the iron shovel, which I got from a baby zombie at that. Yeah, and I gotta be proactive with putting these torches down. I don't even know what emotes are. I'm gonna be totally honest. I am not sure what those mean. I don't know, because on Discord today I was talking about I'm trying to download Bedrock because some of the things on the iceberg use Bedrock, and at the same time it's like I really want to give Bedrock a chance. You know, I think it's worth it for me to put some serious hours into Bedrock just to see what it's like, see its strengths and weaknesses and stuff like that. But the frustrating thing is, you have to like, it's tied to your Microsoft account. And so I have like a Retro Gaming Now email address, and then I have like my personal email address, and my personal email address is the one that's on this computer. But I bought Minecraft on the Retro Gaming Now email address with that gamer tag. And the problem is you can't just add a second account. You gotta like, you have to make a second user account on Windows to play Minecraft using a different Microsoft account, which to me is like so counterintuitive and so frustrating. It's like a terrible system in my opinion, because like Java, it doesn't matter. Java, you can just have as many accounts as you want. You just switch between them. But forcing me to like make a new account on my computer, that just, I don't know, that just really rubs me the wrong way. It's like, it's just a bad implementation, because we already know that it can work, right? Because Java Edition works just fine. You just have a drop-down menu. So I really don't know what Microsoft is thinking there. And like, I'm trying to approach Bedrock with an open mind. And a lot of things just frustrate me about it. But I'm not going to talk about that now. The whole point of downloading it is so that I can like give it a legit chance and see if I see what it's like. Because obviously I really like Java, because I've just been playing Java since, I don't know what it was, 2010. But the reality is more people play Bedrock than Java because it's on more platforms. And so I think Bedrock is really great for that. Whoa. This is fast on a regular dirt. I like the new combat because it gives more opportunity for casual players to fight. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. I think to me, if anything, it's a little bit more complicated because there's more things you got to think about because you got to time it. So maybe Original Man, if you could elaborate on what you mean, let me know. Yeah, I'm actually going to make a bookstore. So that's what I'm doing. I am setting up for a bookstore here. But, okay, the hill is not quite in line with the road. The question is, do I build the bookstore on this level? But then you'd have to like walk up and get to it. Or do I build the bookstore on this level and have to clear all of this? I can see the benefits to both. If I build it on this level, it might be a little bit awkward to like have to like step up. Unless I put it back a little ways. Put stairs of slabs and build it one above the road. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have it shifted back just a little bit. So there's like a little pathway to go up to it. 1.8, the one with the better mouse, the one who clicks fast is likely gonna win. Yeah. Again, as I said earlier, I am not like always on top of the combat meta. But to me, conceptually, the new version, the new combat to me is more interesting because there's more things you got to worry about. But IRDM seems pretty confident that that's not true, so I will let him state his case. Again, I am not an expert in combat, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. All right. Getting pretty close to the point where I can actually construct something. Whoops. So that's something I don't understand totally is the combat tests, because they like... Are those like a fork of Minecraft? Because I hear about those sometimes, but they're not like snapshots, are they? Or are they snapshots? Or do they just test the combat? I am pretty ill-informed on how that works. PvP is about your ability to aim and plot directions. Jeb does in his free time. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should check out those, because I've never used them. Man, does the enchantment cost go up the more you do it? Sort of feels like it does. I'm getting pretty close. When it's just dirt, I can just mow through it like that. Insta-click. When it's grass, that's when it slows down. I do wish that I had my silk touch so I can set up the grass, but that's something I can do in the future. Okay, so this is going to be the level. So fill this up here and let Yeah, so Thief, that's sort of why like I feel like I need to play the game substantially to get any sense of like what Bedrock is like, because there's a lot of little differences, but I kind of think those differences add up. Like eventually, like, you know, but again, I don't know. I have again played Java for just about my entire Minecraft career. The only time I haven't was with the Xbox 360 version, because I used to play that with my friends, and I don't know if that's technically Bedrock. I don't remember hearing about Bedrock Edition back then. I just remember it being called Xbox 360 Edition. I'm pretty sure that's in C++, so my guess is it would be kind of Bedrock. But I don't know. I think this was before they started using the term Bedrock Edition. So yeah, I do have some console experience. Whether or not that's Bedrock, I am not totally sure. Okay. I am going to use the restroom real quick. I will be back in just a minute. There we go. All right, I probably should have known this was going to happen, but I come back and people are discussing 1.8 PvP versus 1.9, which I think is sort of obvious why this is a contentious topic, right? Because it does, I mean, the whole reason I brought it up is because it totally changes the game. It is one of those things that they've done that really completely changes how it works. So honestly, it does not surprise me at all that there's some difference in opinions on that. Okay, so this should be enough to roughly plan out where I'm going to go. So this will be the center. I like to do things in groups of 5, but maybe I should do something different just to mix it up. So this will be the door. I think I'm going to do odd walls. I just got to think about, what do I want to have? What does the bookstore have, right? It doesn't have to have much, because you can have really small bookstores that are nice and cozy, and it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be a Barnes and Noble type thing. Okay. Yeah, and again, sort of back to the PvP thing. I think I would have a strong opinion if I was big into PvP, which I'm not. So I think, yeah. So I'm sort of thinking of having like a little bit of an entrance area here and then it like branches off. Maybe a bit of a symmetrical thing going on. Maybe about this book. I'm not sure what the store's going to sell yet. I have no way to get enchanted books because I don't have any villagers. So I'm like super far behind on that. One, two. So maybe I think it's more going to be original novels or something like that. Like short stories. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be mostly books that I've written or other people have written. So like you can, you know, if you want, I might be able to set it up so that you can sell books. So if you write some interesting books or there's like some historical novel from some interesting time on the server. Like that book that is in Mod Mountain. Like, you know, I could sell that. It could also be a library. I might make it more of a library. I don't know. It's going to have something to do with books. I'm already wondering if this is too wide. Because then I'm going to do break that. That that could work. Yeah, I didn't mean literally the book in Mod Mountain. But I'm saying like that type of a book. So not enchanting books, probably. Maybe some. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And honestly, in terms of, I think I could probably move this over here. 1. Of course, I'm going to have to break more of these. There will always be more to break. And always more to light up, unfortunately. I'm feeling like I'm not going to have many times left, to repair this shovel. Honestly, having a bad shovel was like a very unfortunate thing that I did. I wish that I had my my nice netherite shovel. I guess I could go get it, but like, it's just not worth it. Yeah, food is kind of forgettable. I mean, I would like it if they did do different things, but I can't think of a way to put that in organically, so it doesn't feel forced. Like how would you do that in such a way that it doesn't... I don't know. Make a diamond shovel. I could do that, except... yeah. The right move is to go back and get my shovel, because I'm not going to have experience to replace this. So I'm just going to use this until it's gone. But I think that should be most of the dirt that I need. So I'm trying to think of how I'm going to plan this out. It's not going to be big. It's not going to be too big. I mean, maybe... I'm even wondering if it's too big if I go one more out and back. Five hits. But maybe going over here is too small, so I'm going to go out one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I guess I could do 3. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Sort of have an asymmetric. Symmetric on one axis. Maybe I'll try that. So 1, 2, 3. Break that there. Do the same on the other side. Or maybe not. What if I instead went in? I'm not really good at having, like, knowing what I want it to be before I build it. It feels like constructing is oftentimes trial and error for me. which is bad because I feel like I should be able to like plan it out ahead of time, but I just can't. So maybe it's a bit frustrating to watch me build this type of thing, but I don't know. Works for me eventually. All right, I got to check the chat. What's going on, chat? Buy a mending book for each piece of armor. Yes. I do want to do that. And that's what I was talking about earlier, is at some point I just need to decide this is what my armor set's going to be. Get that all enchanted up. And there's another creeper out there. And then put mending on all of it. Because I have a skeleton farm. I mean, I can do it. That's already what I do for this axe, which has mending. And my pickaxe, which also has mending. I mistimed that one, but got him. I want to pick up that there. I would like it if there was sort of like a loft. Like sort of a like place you could like read. Ooh, what if I put like, well, maybe I should do this, like have a balcony on top of this. So this is flat here, but then you can like come on the second story onto the balcony. Maybe something like that. Get out of here. Get out of here. There's still places that they're spawning. I don't know where. Get a drink real quick. Okay, I see I have 9+ Discord notifications. I can't check that right now. So if you happen to be watching the stream and you're one of those, I apologize. So this is going to be like the entranceway. There's going to be a little room over here, maybe where I like restock things. And I think probably the books are going to be on this back shelf around here. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I'm doing a bit of the asymmetric numbering system. I see a you are sus. I do too. Where is it? You are sus. That's the first thing you see when you log on to the server. I am curious who put forth the effort to do that. But it's like it covers up the moon perfectly from the right location. So, I mean, hey, you know, if you're sus, I can't argue with that. You're either sus or you're not. Army, of course. Yeah, that does not surprise me. That does seem like something Army would build. A criminal mastermind. I would hate to see what Army would do if he put his mastermind towards evil instead of you are sus up in the sky. Although maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can't. Can you get the sun? From here, it looks like you can't, actually. I think the sun's on the wrong axis, but I seem to remember seeing the sun being on you are sus. I'm not sure what's going on there. All right. They put this in the wrong spot. Aligned. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, the problem with doing things that are not even is they don't line up. All right, so I think this floor plan works. This here is going to be like sort of a back room, storage room. But I do want to have like windows coming out here. So I'll have some windows there. Put that up too. Put that. Windows. I would like to get better at building. I think I can sometimes do well. I can occasionally have stuff that looks pretty cool, but not consistently. And I do think it goes back to the not knowing what I want to do when I start. And I think that the best designed buildings, like in real life and in Minecraft, have like intention behind them. They're trying to do something, and they're sort of saying, okay, this is what I want this building to do. There's a vision associated with the building. And I'm not really quite good at that. Let modern gaming later go free or else no. I'm not totally sure what you mean by that. Modern gaming later is, let's just say modern gaming later won't be going anywhere for a while. He's a bit incapacitated right now. Whoops. Okay, so yeah. So this is going to be single window there and another single window here. Single, 3 wide. And maybe this is not going to have windows. Where am I going to put the actual books? Whoops, I need to decide at what point. I mean, I could just stack them up against the wall. Here's what I should do. I should have lecterns. I should have like a bunch of lecterns. And so you can like browse the lecterns. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't remember off the top of my head how to make a lectern. I need a bookshelf, which I totally don't have. Unless I want to use my single 3 books for that. But I should start putting some of this stuff in chests. 5 withers have been hitting, ready to be deployed with dispensers and wither skeleton skulls. If you're not given 1 million netherite in the next 24 hours. Well, we can solve this problem right now. / ban thief. And I hit enter, boom, and thief is now gone. So, yeah. Think about that before withers are everywhere. Okay, this back wall needs to be rethought because of the... Do we really change from odd to even? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We do. And I think the reason for that is because of this wall right here. Yeah, the numbers don't quite work, but the fact that we're even is not the biggest deal in the world. I can deal with that. First, I want to put these chests down and get some stuff out of here. Odd to even, so that's okay. What I'm going to do is break this. And the walls are going to be, or excuse me, the windows are going to be 2. Except that doesn't work because that's groups of 3. The windows need to be an odd number, so it's going to be 3. No. 1, 2. Why am I having a hard time doing this? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I need to do something divisible by 12. So I could do groups of 3, but then that wouldn't work. Do groups of 4. The problem is it's going to be a thick wall somewhere. I'm pretty sure. Because it's not even. So maybe I just won't worry about it too much. It doesn't have to be equal on both sides, does it? So we'll get some more spruce. It's going to be 2 there. 1, 2, 2 there. And then a big one here. And this is, of course, subject to change. Now, I do need to decide, am I going to have a second floor or not? I'm kind of thinking if I did have a second floor, it might come up through here. The thing is, if I want this to be a back room, then I wouldn't want people to be able to, oh no, I found the problem. This is the problem. That's not even. Okay. I might need to totally redo this. or I just do this. I don't like double doors as much, but this does seem like the more elegant solution to the problem that was presented to us. It's just so wide, though. Wide, boy. It's not a good... Yeah, I don't know. The palette needs some more work. Yeah, I was thinking you could dispense withers using dispensers, because I remember, like, when people fight a bunch of withers at once, that's how they do it. They flick the switch and just have some simple redstone circuit that does it. Now, that would be kind of an insidious trap to just hide withers everywhere. You hit the pressure plate, and instead of making you fall, it summons a wither. That is so dangerous and so bad. All right, so I think this floor plan works. It seems to be about the right size. If anything, it might be a little bit big, but I don't know. Maybe this works. I wonder if I should move this back wall in just to make it a little bit cozier. The other thing I could do is have this be a room. So then the interior is a little bit smaller. There's a fine line between cozy and cramped. And I think it has to do with... I'm actually not totally sure how you know whether it's cozy or cramped. Because this feels like it could be cramped, but maybe it's not. Windows makes a big difference for sure. Let's roll with it and see. All right. I don't have scaffolding with me, so I will just use some dirt. I want this to be square, though, so I'm actually going to move this back out. So that's 3. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to go back by 2. Oops. All right, so put that there. Oops, not there, there. Build the frame. And hope that I've lit this area up enough that the monsters aren't going to come get me. I feel like I need to go sleep again and make sure that the phantoms don't come, because that would be very challenging to deal with while I'm trying to do construction. I don't know how many days it's been. So that's what I'm going to go do real quick. Head on over to spawn. I will say having this bed there is nice. Does the dragon head lower the Ender Dragon's detection range? What? I don't know what that means. All right, sleep over here. Oh, I guess I don't actually have to sleep. I just need to reset the timer. All right, I probably shouldn't be walking through these crops. Evo Grease just set the new world record for leaving and rejoining the speedrun. That's definitely one of the faster ones I've seen. All right, light up this area. Make sure... see, there's always something. Always something. All right, come over here. I bet it's this corner over here. Okay, so put that there. This will be a single. Actually, we've moved up to 3. The then again, it's not square. So if I want this to be square, I need to go back even one more, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm really not used to doing things on the even set. But maybe it'll be a good challenge. You just leave the game twice. The dupe. Yeah, I don't know how you would pull that off. But that would almost certainly be a WR if you were able to do that. Oops, okay. So we'll put that there. Build this up a little bit. I want that, and now that should be the right size for it to be square. I want this area to be taller than everywhere else. So I'm going to build this up 1, 2, 3. Do some parkour, build that up 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Guess I can't make that jump. 1, 2, 3. So what I want to do is go across. Now here's the problem. How do I make it so it's not the exact copy of that over there? And that is a question I have not yet. Go. Thief. I don't think any sort of like plugins would count for if that was a speed run, obviously. Because it's like you got to actually leave and come back. So we go there. And I might be able to leave that for now as I reconsider what I'm going to do with the rest of this. So we can put that up one, put that one. Yeah, I could definitely stand to like learn how to build a little better. So this could even be like a extension of that motif there, of it. Whatever I decide to do for this roof over here, I want to do the same basic idea for this roof over here. So it sort of has like that connection between the two. It adds a bit of depth to the project. Now, I think I am going to lower it though, just to see if this makes it more unique from the exterior. Once again, there's zombies coming from somewhere. Where are they? Oh no, there's a witch. I probably need to go decide if I'm going to engage with that witch. Witches, I think you have to be very proactive with witches. If you don't kill them quickly, if you kill them very quickly, they're super easy. If you don't kill them quickly and they start loading you with debuffs, it's extremely challenging. So I think with witches, you got to make the decision, am I going to go after them or not? And right now my decision is no, and hope he doesn't, or she doesn't see me. He or she, it, whatever. Okay, so that's going to go. So we kind of got this like two little tower section, and maybe what I could do is only have this one be a tower. The top one is more of just, that one's just a roof, and this one is actually a place to go. Could work. Drowned can spawn in withers. Yeah, drowned are... Like, would you have to actually light up this river? Like, is that something you're supposed to do? That's just annoying to me if that is how you're supposed to do that. Like, cause there, you know, who's gonna put lights underwater? Okay, so someone should make an okay so counter. How many times I say okay so? Because I like always think about something else and then I get back to whatever I was doing, and I say, okay, so this is a bit Spartan. It's not. There's got to be a smarter way or more interesting way to set up these walls so it's not so two-dimensional, because right now it's extremely flat, and I don't like that. It'll be a little bit better with the windows, but this is not a engaging exterior as it stands right now. So I'll have to think about if there's a way that I can make this a little bit better. Yeah, so you're saying drowns don't show up in rivers, but there was just one now. So I'm like, where did that come from? I mean, it could have been a zombie that literally drowned. Like, you know, like the name says, instead of a drowned that just spawns as is. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. What I am sure of is that I don't have enough torches placed down. Even though it looks like I'm pretty good. But like this over here, I bet they can spawn here. I seem to remember, and this could have been like a feed the beast thing, but I seem to remember hitting a key that would show you the light level. Like if it was too dark, you'd see it would be red. Yeah, kind of like Thief is talking about. I'm kind of thinking that was not a vanilla thing. Yeah, it must have been feed the beast. That's super nice. I liked that. Because then you can just look around. But as of now, you could look around. You could, like, stare at every block and see, but it's just not practical. Okay. It's like you always need 20% more than you think you do. Okay, one of my pieces of equipment just broke. My helmet. Is covering the spawn with blocks to never show a light considered griefing? Spawn with blocks? I'm not totally sure what you mean by that. Yeah, I knew this helmet was going to go. It's not going to be my long-term helmet. It wasn't even enchanted. So honestly, there's like no reason to keep it around and try and protect it. I am going to break this here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like a sky barrier. Covering the spawn with blocks to never show a light. Like building some huge thing in the sky. I don't exactly know why you would want to do that. I mean, that's pretty ugly. I'm going to tell you right now. That's not going to make the spawn look good if you do something like that. So I would suggest you don't do that. I mean, if you do it like far away from spawn, go for it. But like, I don't think I would want something like that close to spawn. Would it technically be griefing? No. But use your best judgment. Yeah, I mean, like, someone's going to break it. I mean, that's the fact. Like, when someone... Yeah, never mind. Okay. Trying to think of what this roof is going to be. 1, 2, hit. 1, 2, hit. That could work. It's probably better to shift this over 1. I think that pattern could be all right. I mean, yeah, if you do the like 2B, 2T thing of like having the huge thing over spawn, I mean, I have to think that's going to be kind of obnoxious. And I just realized that I did not hit the record button. Hopefully I can download this from Twitch. I think I can. But that throws a wrench in the post-processing pipeline. The height of this, I'm wondering if I could get away with something that's 3 high. I know we typically don't want to do that. You want it to be at least 4 or 5 or something like that. I think we might be able to get away with it. I don't know. It's so risky. Because here's what I was thinking is this here is a certain height. This here over there is a certain height. And this one over here would be a certain height. Maybe what I should do... I don't know. Maybe not. I could have it be like that and then extend the other one. I think that's what I'll do for now. It's just a safer option, almost certainly. So, do kind of a basic frame. And this will give me a better sense of what I want to do for the roof. If you collect enough obsidian and make the big thing in the sky with obsidian, then it's never going to be broken. That is true, but sort of my point is, do we really want to be that kind of server? I would just ask yourself that before embarking on such a project. All right. So from here, whoops, did I want to do that? I don't think I did. I want to do that there. All right. I did see that Tim is working on some sort of project. I'm not totally sure what that is, but it seems to be a pretty big square in the sky. It's probably map art, is my guess. But just something I noticed while walking around. Man, I don't know what I want to do here. Oh, building giant obsidian cube. The cube. Actually, you know what? I think I'm actually going to go ahead and end the stream there. I know this isn't finished yet, but as I mentioned earlier, I had the second COVID shot earlier, and it's kind of making me pretty tired and worn out. But I did want to do at least some live streaming. Hopefully I will be able to finish this pretty soon. I will try and finish this on stream instead of like just coming back and saying, hey, look what I did off camera. But I think we're going to go ahead and end there. This has been Retro Gaming Now, and welcome back to another episode of the SMP. And I will see you all next time. Have a great day.